Welcome back to Chapter 6 of our Fire Emblem Engage low-tier LTC. Chapter 6 marks the start of a series of truly scuffed clears as our team of scrubs is pushed to the absolute limit. In the case of Chapter 6, we struggle to find a good Sigurd candidate to reach and kill the boss. Alfred was able to pull it off in the previous chapter, but this time, his vulnerability to getting broken by the boss means we need to find someone else, as, unlike last chapter, we do need to be able to counter him on enemy phase. Using Alfred also means we'd have to forge a killer lance if we want to crit kill the boss, which we'd really like to not spend resources on, as the killer lance's low might makes it a pretty poor investment, not to mention we get one for free in Chapter 8. So looking at our remaining options, that means...
It's Bouche time!
Oh no. But despite how I said we'd like to avoid attacking with Boucheron, he is our next bulkiest unit, can counter the boss with a hand axe, and can use the far superior killer axe, which we are able to forge now that the Blacksmith is available.
Also introduced in this chapter is the arena, allowing us to raise Emblem bond levels to unlock important sync skills and engage weapons, along with higher stat bonuses. We'll point out some of the more important preparations in the commentary, but the full details will be documented in the video descriptions. We bring Boucheron to Sigurd level 8 for momentum, defense plus 2, and plus 2 build to avoid getting doubled by the thieves, while Alear is brought to Marth level 10 to unlock Mercurius for double XP. We are also joined by Yunaka, alongside the Micaiah ring. Yunaka's thief class means we finally have another 5-move unit, not to mention some decent stats compared to unpromoted classes. Unfortunately, they fail to hold up once our units start promoting, and since thieves aren't able to reclass to promoted classes until level 21, you can't really keep up past the early game.
Challenges with killing the boss aside, we also need to light the way to reach him, as unlike in other games, Engage Fog actually obstructs your movement. I talked earlier about how Alfred's weapon triangle disadvantage made him a poor choice for our boss killer, but what really seals the deal is that we need his 5 move to use the torch and clear the fog. By full moving twice, he provides just enough vision to reveal an axe fighter that Boucheron can use as a counter target to bait the boss. Normally, Fran would heal Boucheron if he hadn't dodged a thief earlier, but since he did, she'll provide an unnecessary chain guard for Etier, who is tasked with getting the longbow.
For Boucheron to survive, he must dodge both axe hits from the fighter and Taronda, giving him about a 21% chance of survival. To maximize our chances, we give him the Sigurd engrave and the speed and luck tonics. He also wants to land both of his attacks, as the chain attacks from the fighter would kill him if he got poisoned by the thief on the previous turn. Taronda, meanwhile, needs 1 point of chip damage to kill him with the killer axe crit, even with momentum and the strength tonic.
On the previous turn, we had Yunaka use Micaiah Augmented Illume, giving her 11 tiles of vision on turn 3, which sadly isn't boosted further by Thief Vision. Despite being right in front of him, Boucheron can't actually reach Taronda at 1 range, due to the archer blocking the way, and the fog blocking the way around the archer. We also can't get this vision from Alfred, even if there wasn't a thief in the way and he could full move and use the torch again. Thus, we need Yunaka to move forward and help Boucheron find his way. This does mean that we have to use our Great Sacrifice early, but that won't matter for us.
Once we've revealed the path to Taronda, Boucheron can finish off the rest of his first health bar with the killer axe crit, which, despite having shaky odds, is probably the easiest part of this boss kill. Then we have Etier get the longbow with the help of Fram's spur attack. He needs all of a +1 forge, +2 speed from the honor ring, and the reduced weight from Celica engrave to pull this off. But it's well worth it, as this longbow will be the most important weapon drop of the run. Finally, having gained his first magic level, Clanne Warp Ragnarok's in and kills Taronda's second health bar over player and enemy phase. However, even with the magic level and a magic tonic, he still needs both a +1 Fireforge and the Marth engrave, which we really would have preferred to have on the killer axe instead. Finally, without the HP and defense tonics available, Clanne has to dodge 68, miraculously finishing Chapter 6 in 3 turns.